Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Aquarius for September 2021. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a general message, so take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest. Go about your day, but know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you, my friends, your active free will, the choices you make in this world, the steps you take. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and it lies at the tips of your fingers and at the soles of your feet, so use that power wisely, my friends. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you would like to see more of this at the end, if it resonates, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along with me through this ride. And guys, if you like it, if it resonates, help me out. Smash the like button. Help me get these messages to other people who may also need to hear it. I appreciate your support. So before I get into the reading, I'm going to call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides who would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. They're welcome to join. I'm going to ask them all to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages for the highest good of all of you, but the most far-reaching of an audience, okay? So like I said, if you feel it's for you, take it. If not, disregard it. And sometimes these messages may be picking up on something that are from the past life, even something that hasn't happened yet, something you're going through. So just be open to how it resonates for you, okay? So I'm going to start out today. Oh my gosh, there's a song they're singing in my head right away. It's like, say a little prayer for you, forever and ever. Do, 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 do. I don't know who needed to hear from that, but I don't know if it's Notting Hill or my best friend's wedding or something. No might be the breakup. I'm not even sure what that, there's a movie it's from, but that's the song. Say a little prayer for you. Some of you, I heard you may want to get back into active prayer, and for some of you that may actually be like literally getting on your knees and praying. For some of you, this is actively speaking to source, actively communicating with creator, actively creating, but getting in touch with spirit. Okay, so I'm going to start off here with the Dragon Oracle. This is by Diana Cooper, and see what spiritual messages we have today from the Dragon Spirit or Warrior, Dragon Warrior. For some of you, this may be Kung Fu Panda. Others of you, this is the Dragon Warrior within yourself. You know, what are you protective of? What are you willing to go to battle or for? And what fire are you willing to breathe? So this is the card that fell out. This actually fell out when I was shuffling it to get ready. So this is your message, my friends, the Golden Crested Angel. Now, or Angel, Dragon. It brings you the higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. I'm going to actually read you a message from the book for that because it fell out twice. I also think it's really important. I feel also like right now, Christ energy is downpouring, is what I heard, down into earth, trying to help us out, trying to help us raise our ascension process. Let's see what message we have here, okay? So if I trigger you through this, I say something that you feel resonates, take it. How did it make you feel? What was it about? And how can you use this information on your day-to-day world to create a positive change in your world? So the Golden Crested Dragon is number 40. I'm going to hold this up for you, and if you can see the flame and the power that comes from his heart. This is your power source, my friends, your heart. So it says, absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. Golden Crested dragons are fifth dimensional dragons with huge golden energy fields. They can access the Christ light of unconditional love at a ninth dimensional frequency, which is the highest facet of love of energy that is available to us at this time, and pour it into us at the maximum level we can absorb. They will come to us on our birthday or a special occasion or celebrations and flood us with the cosmic gift of their special light. They will also come to us if we call them. Then they will surround our aura with their protective golden light, enabling us to remain fifth dimensional. Some of you may want to call down these golden Crested angels or golden Crested dragons. For some of you, it is an angel. For some of you, have lots of angels around you, and you may actually want to call. And what I heard is, in terms of Christ consciousness as well, some of you actually may want to ask Ascended Master Jesus Christ to be with you, to help you throughout this, his energy. So this is the Christed dragon. There's a lot of energy being poured in right now. And like I said, I actually will tell you because I wrote it down. If you're curious, it was the... I must not have written it down. Oh yes, it was Virgo. Virgo also had not this one, but a yellow Christ, like a Christ light dragon. So if this part resonates to me, I also want to check out Virgo. But it says, you are blessed to receive this card, for the luminous golden Christed dragons will automatically flood you with the purest Christ light. They will remind you that your heart is incredibly powerful and will pour pure love into the center of it in order to open it further. Be ready to accept this love and then to spread it to others. These dragons also come to remind you that you have a special connection to the golden era of Atlantis. This may have been an incarnation or your spirit body. It is time to remember who you truly are, so ask the golden Christed dragons to help you to bring back your gifts and talents in dream space. What the golden Christed dragons give to you, you can pass on to others, so radiate the golden energy of the Christ to those whom you are in contact today. And that is beautiful as well, because when we have this high frequency of love available to us, it emanates from us, and that is our gift to the world as well. Our unconditional love, our act of service to this world, and it comes from our heart. So strengthen your heart chakra is what I heard, my friends, and open it up. Be willing. If you're calling in this golden Christed dragon, if you're calling in Ascended Master Jesus, be willing to accept that support, accept that love, and my friends, you are absolutely worthy of it. So these cards flipped through. They're telling me to take the bottom, which is the Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune, which enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. You have the golden orange dragon, which expands the light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. So this is also that peaceful warrior. You have this Christed, beautiful love energy light with you. And as you're moving, doing your day-to-day tasks, the energy is rubbing off on people. For some of you, you may not even have noticed, but for others of you, you may notice that when you go places, people notice you. They may be drawn to you, but there may be times where you were just supposed to go somewhere, and you know what? It's because your energy, your light, is meant to help someone or heal someone. It's infectious. So we have the blue dragon from the Pleiades. And this prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation, give and receive heart healing. And absolutely going in turn with those, right? That if you're asking for that Christ energy, be willing to accept it. This is so much love. And Spirit is definitely saying here, making sure that your heart is, I heard, protected, but not in a way that's closing you off, because we want to open ourselves up. And sometimes this is scary, because when we open ourselves up, yeah, we can get hurt, but we're not truly living our life or experiencing love if we're shut off. So fire and water dragon, excuse me, I just need a drink. It enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So whatever's happening in your world right now, they're bringing me back to this too. There's a lot of soul wisdom that you've incarnated into this time with, as well as there's two things. This being, again, that there is a connection to Atlantis in this, as well as this Christed talked about Atlantis, and here you have the trident. So I think this is also being a master of emotions, being a master of heart, being able to use your gifts and talents for good. And I think as well there's going to be a lot of changes for you. For some of you, I feel like you may be new to a spiritual journey, and this is really going to open up your eyes. A lot of you, if you're not new to your spiritual journey, there's going to be a lot more facets that you weren't ready for. Things are dropping into place now. You've already done the work for things to start taking shape and coming into motion, is what I heard. So I'm going to move on now. I brought the Past Life Oracle with me by Doreen Virtue here and Brian Weiss. Let's see what messages that we can get. Please, thank you, Spirit. And this is Food and Hunger For some of you, I heard you may be experiencing this right now. You may have a lack of food security, and I'm hearing like reach out, food banks, local churches, and things like that. And the problem is too with the food banks, they can only do so much. They only have so much funding, and you can only go a certain amount of times. If you live in a small town, especially, there may not be as much access or resources if you lived in a bigger town. So, for example, if you're allowed to go to the food bank once a month, that's fine if there's more than one of those things in your region, but if there's only one, then you're only able to get help once a month. So finding out the resources, asking as well for friends, your family, but for some of you as well, this is also the importance I heard of breaking bread, of sharing what you have as well. If you know that someone else is struggling, just making extra. For some of you, this could even be like I heard your kids and your kids' friends, that you may be feeding someone right now, or your kids' friends are always over because there's no food at home. And this is something that I think is important for some of you. I heard you may own a bakery. You may just put love in your food. I do. I think that for some of you heard kitchen witch. You may be a kitchen witch because your food contains your essence and your love. You've put love in, and it's actually very healing. So there's something I'm hearing about that as well, about in terms of food and healing, that this is making sure that when we are eating, that we are eating food that's good for us. So for example, we've got this bread here. If we're really hungry and bread is bad for us, but we don't have another food source, we're going to eat this bread. If we're a little bit better off and we can afford to eat something that's not bread, if we can't eat bread, then here's where we need to make sure that what we're putting in our body is helping it, it's not harming it. For some of you, definitely for food insecurities are scary. So some of you right now may be struggling right now. We have Asia that came out here as well. So some of you for sure could have had a life in a past time in Asia. Some of you actually could be in Asia right now. Something I'm hearing as well is there could be stuff surrounding food. You could have lived through famine as well. Again, I definitely feel like you could be going through something right now. Tell me more about this food and hunger with Asia. What's the message in terms of I think that what they're saying is the food and hunger, and like there's shortage, but like this is something, okay. When I was showing you this, I heard, when I was saying, like, you know, you make sure you have that relationship with, if you want to call in Christ energy, you can have that personal relationship with Christ energy. And some of you may feel like, well, why would I? Right? Or why would he bring that energy to me? Some of you may have felt like you had a past life where you have walked with Jesus. And I think that, and being her disciple, or he taught you. And I mean, I hear a lot too where there's a lot of this, it's more again about sharing, about those energies where we can use the concepts loosely of Christianity that don't have to do anything with the church, right? Just that treating people how we would want to be treated and being beautiful human beings, right? So there's a real difference. My grandma's, there's a message, oh my gosh, my grandma's words are coming through my head, is churchianity. For somebody, if you needed to hear that, there's a difference between, you know, going about our world in Christ consciousness and churchianity, where the principles may have been a little bit muddled. Okay, just for whoever, and I apologize if that struck a nerve in a negative way as well, but it was a message that continually came up. So we have Asia here, definitely, like I said, you could have had a past life in Asia. I keep thinking Korean food because that's most of my experience, and that stuff is delicious. So food may be really important to your culture as well. So here's where, if the food sovereignty and everything like that didn't resonate, this may be you providing that food, helping people out, right? Might be a family friend, maybe kids. This could also be on a wider scale. Like you could be involved in trying to get, I'm going to say, underprivileged countries food and supplies that they really need. I'm definitely hearing like Southeast Asia and like even like Philippines, when we're thinking about all of the natural disasters that happen, this could be something like that. If you're in a place right now where that is happening to you, and again, food insecurity is really real, reach out where you can. I apologize, I can't do anything, right? I can't send you anything, but anybody who's really experienced, I heard prolonged food or prolonged hunger, there's a, what I'm hearing is like there's a weakening of the soul, okay? So, but there's wisdom. What I'm hearing is there's wisdom out of that, because what we learn when we have maybe some food insecurities is resourcefulness. So one of the other things that I'm hearing is, rather than cooking from scratch, rather than buying packaged, what we have to do to stretch that dollar to survive is also one of the things. So there's wisdom being passed down. Asia, what I'm seeing as well is this could be, again, cuisine on just different ways to cook food. Sorry, I'm not trying to draw a blank, but it came up. So you have authority figures here, you have spouse, leaving or travel, knighthood, angels, Greco-Roman, which definitely could be biblical times here as well. So for some of you, like if that part of you feel like you've been part of that, you've walked with Jesus, this may be part of that too, okay? There would have been a lot of definite food shortages in this time as well. So they're reminding me of a book. It is Past Life Regression, but it is by Doreen Virtue, called They Walked with Jesus. And there's another one, Jesus and the Essenes. If you're interested at all, it's wide, eye-opening account of where she has uncovered a life with someone who has walked with Jesus, and it's really, really beautifully wrote, and it's done in a way that, it's just through regression. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, disregard it. But I think here that with the authority here, you may have kids now, right? I heard some of you may be going to divorce, but there's here where there's spouse here and leaving a spouse. For some of you may have recently left, or you're currently leaving, or you want to leave, and you're a little bit concerned about food and hunger being a major issue. The angels are smiling down on you. Ask Archangel Michael for help, is what I heard. He will take his mighty sword and put it through the situation and protect you. You are protected, you are safe, and you are loved. That you need to ask for the guidance. I feel like for some of you, though, you may have always felt a real affinity for being responsible for somebody, and putting food on the table isn't always easy. So I'm going to flip it over and see here. You have transportation as well. Definitely some of you may be wanting to leave a situation or move on from a situation as well. So I have here I'm going to make sure I opened it right, but we have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So I feel like here for some of you, I heard like a restorative balance and harmony, where a situation may have been tense and difficult. Those burdens have been put down to focus on what's in front, and that's the love between whoever this is. Like if this is you have a person, this is focusing on the things that matter. Again, that was focusing on feeding people though, right? So let's move forward, Spirit. What messages do you have for any Aquarius who is watching this reading right now, please? Or anyone else who's watching, because again, this is not just for one sign. If you feel if you feel like something draws you to it, it may be for you. It's not always per sign. We have a lot of different placements in our chart, right? Okay, so messages, please, Spirit. What do you want us to know? What tarot wisdom can you give us for Aquarius September, moving forward? Tell me more about the food insecurity, please. How can we help resolve that? For some of you, it's definitely you're feeding people and you're helping people by doing that, and that's putting your love into things, and you've been doing that for a long time. So what I'm hearing is for some of you, if baking bread, you may want to open like a bakery, because you've already been doing this. People during this pandemic have opened up businesses from their home and are thriving. We've changed the way that we're living. And this, I think, is an open invitation to do that if that's what you want. Oh my God, I didn't even look at that, but that's the Fool. It's an open invitation for change. Tell me more about this Fool, please, because I think there's something you want to do, something you want to jump at, too. Tell me about this Fool, please. Tell me about this Fool. What is the jump or the leap of faith? Again, they're reminding me here of the 0 point. But you see the sun in the background, too? There's success. This jump is successful. And you know what? At this point, I feel like, who cares? It's a new beginning, is what I heard. Okay, who cares? You're probably going to care. But if you've been, we're moving on from something, right? Definitely something that I heard even could be like controlling environment in terms of food as well. So that may be even internally, you're moving on from like a standpoint of food or hunger kind of controlling you, if that resonates. Okay, so you also have here the 7 of Pentacles. And this is about making choices. I'm going to read to you the book, though, from the 7 of Pentacles. It says, "Clever you. Not everyone can wrangle the treat out of the cat toy, but you're one of the smart ones. Your commitment to your vision and your singular focus means rewards are coming your way, bringing tremendous satisfactions. Things may seem a bit tedious right now. It happens with anything worth pursuing, but just keep moving forward. It'll pay off." So I'm going to read you the reversed as well. And it says, "Maybe it's time to take a beat and go back to the drawing board. Lack of clear vision plus a solid core of procrastination is leading to a frustrating inability to get what you want. Staying stuck isn't doing anyone any good. Make a plan and take action." Which is, here's where, make a plan, take action, because things are lining up for you. But if you feel like they're not, then this is where, again, you need to rethink it, take a plan, and take action. That if things, we're not going to keep trying to do things the same way if they're not working, right? So this is also, I heard, like a scientific experiment to make a hypothesis to see how things go. And if they don't work, that's fine. Figure out what went wrong, try again. And if that doesn't work, try again. Because, you know, I'm hearing like multimillionaires, they weren't born in a day. They probably had lots of places where they fell flat on their face before they got where they did. But it comes from determination and stay power. So keep going and stay focused on your dreams and your goals, because they will actuate. And it is an open invitation, again, for change, an open invitation to take that leap of faith. So you have the 4 of Cups, I believe. And I feel like in this way there's been some dissatisfaction with that 4 of Cups. You have the High Priestess. Now, interesting, these two are in the reverse. I think I just moved my deck around, but the deck's up right. So there may be a place where you're ignoring your own intuition and your own understandings and creating a place in your world where what you're doing is actually focusing on what is no longer there, because these are empty bowls, right? There's water in here, right? They're in front of him. But I think that it's just important to know that sometimes too many options aren't always a great thing either, is what I've heard. But this is where it's just that whatever's presented in front of you, I feel like there's a point where you're worried it could be taken away, because I'm seeing this, and to me it almost doesn't seem like he's putting it down. It could be that he's taking it away because this cat is looking over kind of nervously, like, what are you doing, right? So I think that also it's giving them water. It's not giving real choice in terms of food. It's giving something but nothing, right? The sustenance isn't there. So I feel like there's a place where you may know how to get this sustenance, but there's no point looking back at the old ways again of doing things because they're not here. So you want your fulfillment, absolutely. You need to follow your mind and your heart in this. But this is where if you keep getting nudges to go somewhere, or if you are, I heard you are very highly intelligent, my friend. You have the ability to make whatever you want to happen. You have the ability to get your goals. This is stay through. They want me again to read the High Priestess, and I'm going to because these cat messages are adorable and I get to learn them too. So let's learn the High Priestess. 2. Alright, I'm going to hold this beautiful card up to you. Like an unexpected doorbell chime on a boring day, a visit from this card is both welcome and mysterious. The High Priestess card depicts a world fertile with possibility and power, as suggested by the symbols of the moon and water. The candles represent darkness and light, secrets and clarity. The curtain conceals what exactly is germinating. Whatever it is, it's catnip to you. Surprises are much more fun when you know they're good. If it's in the reverse, the card is reminders that plans don't bear fruit unless you do the work to carry them out. Wishing is a good, action is better. And that's absolutely true, right? Carry these plans out. Open invitation to take that leap, to make a change, my friends. So I think that this is also really some of what your change is going to be, and some of this Fool energy and the 0 point and the success really is deciding that you are no longer, what I heard, going to accept crumbs. There's no more breadcrumbing, okay? Somebody around you in the past in a relationship could have been breadcrumbing you as well. And here's what I'm hearing as well, is this is why this Christed dragon is here, because it is coming to help heal you. The fire and water dragon that was under there says it's time to expect a change. It's going to be quick, so prepare for it. This could be a whole new way of being because we changed our way of thinking and our line of reasoning in terms of who we want in our life, what we're willing to put up with, what love really means. And you know what? I keep hearing breadcrumbing, because are we being worried that someone's going to take away their love and affection? This kind of creates instability within ourselves. And if somebody is doing that, we're lovable, we're worth it. We don't need to have that around. And I just want you guys to remember, again, if somebody in a relationship is, again, doing the same things over and over again and expecting it to change, or you're the only one ever doing the dishes, we need to explain and talk about kind of like this, I heard role reversal, but kind of like a more even give and take, right? What's working, what's not working, and not holding back with what our heart wants us to know, what our heart wants us to say. And both of these cats look worried, right? Neither one of these look happy. And I think that's really your here it's like spirit guides. I heard body, but like this is spirit guides going, you know what? It's time to see through all of that stuff, right? And I heard, why are you making yourself small? If there's people around you who are making you small, why are you accepting that behavior? And this is not to say or put you down for that, for allowing that. I've done that, I've allowed it, and there's places and reasons for it at the time too. And here's where it's like we just need to make sure we're acting out of self-respect for ourselves and other people too, because as that Christ light comes through us, it's emanating out. Your experiences are valid, your voice is valid, and what you've been through, maybe other people need to hear about so that you can help them too. Share that wisdom. So I'm going to leave you with one final note here. Spirit, what is the parting message you would like anybody watching to know? And the Knight of Pentacles came flying out here. So the Knight of Pentacles is, I heard sitting patiently, waiting patiently, being patient, putting in the work, but being patient, because sometimes even though it says, you know, Spirit's like, it's going to happen fast. Well, this is fast in spirit terms, and we've been through many, many lives, right? So it's not saying that it's going to happen tomorrow. Some of it might be, but this is where I'm feeling like this is a slow change, an end goal. So they're telling me the bottom of the deck, it's the Ace of Cups. And I heard this is also waiting for the one, because you want to take that time to heal your energy, so that, again, if breadcrumbing or having people make you feel like at any point they can withdraw your love and your, this is also, I heard, like kind of a codependency as well, where we've allowed other people to dictate our feelings or have control over our feelings. It's what is happening. This is a real detach from the situation and know that real love is here for you. But my friends, it starts with yourself. And they showed me justice underneath it. Freaking love this card, because it's like, you know what, real love's gonna come to you. And don't worry, for all those people who breadcrumbed you, or for all those situations where justice wasn't served, it will be, and it might be in a pretty unpredictable way. So I feel like this is a place where, if you see this guy too, his eyes are green, right? Justice comes from the heart, but this is saying you don't need to take revenge on someone. This is the best revenge, is your glow up, is you proving your worth to yourself and being kind to yourself. But what I heard here is honor your inner mystic, my friends, because you are very connected with spirit, and knowing that you have the tools available to you to move forward here. But I feel like it's also because your path is being illuminated to you. So heed that call, my friends. The last card I want to show you is the Queen of Cups here. I lied, because there's the Two of Swords. Because the Two of Swords with the Queen of Cups is saying, you know what? Speak up. Roar, right? This cat may also be yawning because things have been stagnant for a while. But this cat's not afraid to bare its teeth as well, right? To show you just what's there, who's boss, and it's time to wake up. That's what I got. So I hope it resonated. If it did, leave a comment below if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. If not, that's fine too, but I will see you later, my friends. Bye, guys.